Good evening and welcome to the SkyZhone HD Game of the Week. We are here at Alleghany High School in Alleghany, North Carolina. I am Dusty Farmer. With me tonight is Mark Hudler. And Mark, it's a different time we're living in right now. We are playing football in February, and COVID has changed everything for us.
Yeah, it's a different time. It's weird, I guess is a good way to put it, but I sure am glad to see some football back. Of course, we're sitting over here, and it's just, like you say, it's really weird. Not many fans here and all that stuff. It's different, but I'm glad to see them back on the field.
Yeah, well, right now, weather-wise, we're not a lot of difference than it would be in the mountains in North Carolina. It's cold. It feels like football weather. So we'll get right into it. Our Ashe County Ford keys to the game for tonight, and the first key, Mark, is up front. Alleghany is a lot bigger than we are.
Yeah, we got a line, a lot of them coming back. They're not very big. And, of course, Alleghany is always usually pretty big up front. So that's definitely going to be a key to the game.
Our second Ashe County Ford key to the game is win on the outside. We got to use our speed to an advantage. Yeah,
we're going to be a little more athletic. Of course, we'll probably mention his name a lot tonight. I'll go ahead and mention it one time here when you say that. Of course, we've got like Austin Poe and some kids that we can get to the outside and definitely use our speed and our athletic against not quite as athletic team is what Ashe is.
And our final key to the game tonight is special teams, Mark. And it's not that special teams aren't important. It's just that
move your hat.
And we'll get ready for the national anthem here. We'll just keep talking. Special teams are not special. It's just that nobody's had time to practice, really.
Yeah, and I think some of the special team stuff is in the protocol deal, so they're not really, like you say, practicing a lot. And that could, whoever, lack of a way to put it, gets either lucky or where it's been a lack of practice on special teams, that could definitely be a big key to the game.
Yeah, it could. And special teams have changed a lot of games, kickoff returns, fumbles.
And you're talking block punts and so on. Yeah, momentum things.
And now for our Dr. Pepper players to watch. And first for Ashe County, we have several we could do, but we'll start out with Dawson Cox, the quarterback. It's his second year, senior year. Expect big things for him tonight. So Dawson Cox is our Dr. Pepper player to watch.
Well, of course, if people don't know this, signed with Lenore Ryan over the summer. Great numbers, big kid. He's worked really hard this summer too. I've watched some videos where he's went and some of them went remotely and throwing the football. So yeah, he's going to be a big key. I mean, he's the main cog in the offense. He's of course this Ashe offense is quarterback friendly. We know that. So the quarterback has got to get us started, but he's got some good people to throw it to once again coming back also.
And the Dr. Pepper player to watch for Alleghany is number 15. He's outside linebacker, and it ain't often that we put an outside linebacker as a key to the game or a player to watch, but he's probably their most athletic player, and he is number 15, Mason Bear.
Yeah, tough. Led him in tackles last year, so I assume they're going to expect him to lead them in tackles, and a senior, so that's a big deal. And you make the comment with athletes and sitting here watching the Trojans getting ready to come on the field here. Of course, we know this, they don't have a lot of players, so outside linebacker, best athlete, and I'd say he'll do a lot of stuff on the offensive side too, so he'll be a key to the game.
And Mark, we talked about Dawson, but Ashe County returns a lot of seniors.
Yes, of course, Dawson Cox, of course, and another big cog as far as the seniors, of course, Austin Poe. He's, Timothy Pearson. We can talk about a lot of them. But, of course, preseason polls, everybody's got everybody chasing Ashe and Alleghany, this year. But one thing you don't get a chance, this game might be key too with the different season and everything. It's all conference games. We've played no non-conference games, so you don't get a chance to work out your kinks to say. And, you're starting off with conference play, and we don't come to Alleghany and play real well at a lot.
No, I remember we were over here a couple years ago, and they gave us everything we can handle.
And they play hard.
They do.
It's nothing against Alleghany. It's just not a place that I wouldn't say that anybody wants to go and play and feel real comfortable. because they're going to play you hard and tooth and nail. But it won't be long now. We'll see in how this season starts.
Ashe County will receive the kick to start the game.
And we were talking there, so I didn't pay any attention to see who won the toss. But we do know through the years that if Ashe won the toss, they're going to take the ball. They are most likely most of the time very aggressive.
Offense football 2021 in February.
So you hear the announcer talking about 2021 football here in February as we get ready to kick it off. It's Thursday night here, so
yeah.
And it is a deep kick taken by one of the up men. It's kind of hard to tell who got it on the opening kick.
Looks like Ballard. I believe
Ballard.
That's Ballard there with the that's Thomas Ballard.
He's going to get up to about the 33-yard line. So Ashe County will take over from there. Dawson looks like he's put on some weight in the offseason, got a little more muscular.
Huskies take over, 1st and 10.
Yeah, I seen him on the street the other day, of course, and watched some basketball clips. Guy had a great basketball season, too, and he has definitely put on some pounds and just matured.
Huskies come out with 4 wide receivers. Cox in the gun. Got Peterson to his right. Peterson now motions. Cox takes a snap, looks to throw, gets it out quick and incomplete.
Pass right there, and that's
Ballard.
Ball incomplete.
Man, that's just early season jitters.
Oh yeah, get it. Get your feet under you, and it looked like you say, had a nice screen set up there. Looked like Austin had a little bit of a block, and Thomas just looked up and wanting to take off and run. That's understandable. Everybody's a little excited.
2nd and 10 now for the Huskies. Cox in the gun. They're going to motion. Looks like that's Witherspoon in motion. Cox looks to throw on 2nd down. He's going to step up in the pocket. Rifles it across the middle. He's going to have enough for the 1st down. And the ball comes loose and looks like the Trojans may have recovered.
Yeah, it sure did, and it looked like, of course, we could hear a little here from the sidelines. It looks like that was ball was complete to Keenan Witherspoon, I think, and they got him stood up. And Alleghany done a good job there defensively. They teach you stand them up, and the rest of them come in and dig it out, and they dug that ball out, so they come up with the first turnover early in the season here and in the game.
And that's one thing we really didn't talk about much was turnovers and, early season, not much practice, being cold, kind of chilly tonight. And they're going to hand off straight up the middle to Bear. And Huskies defense is right there.
That's number 44.
And that's maybe we should have some kids coming back. I know we do on defense, but that's sort of an unknown this year with the defense. So we'll see what happens here.
So it looks like they gained about 2, maybe 3 on the play.
Yeah, and and it is a good stop, but Alleghany will take 2 yards there. About every. That's what they're going to do. They're going to spread you out and be very multiple.
3 yards in the cloud of dust, and they're going to hand it off. It's number 30, and he's going to get positive yards. Going to be close to a 1st down. He may have it.
Does look like he's got a 1st down here. And
number 30, Robbie Pruitt, on the carry for the Trojans. And that's what they want to do, Mark. They don't want to throw the football. They want to run.
Well, and, with the weapons coming back and everything, they won't keep that Husky offense off the field.
Yeah.
Needless to say, and maybe we won't harp on it too much tonight, it's different. And like you were talking about lack of practice, and the Huskies made the playoff in basketball, they hadn't had Cox and Toe in there. So it's going to be different.
And it looks like it's going to be a keeper, maybe a little confusion there. I'm not sure.
I think they had some trouble with the snap. They definitely, something was definitely not smooth there. It looked like a little trouble with the snap, and then he tried to hand it off. He about lost the ball. Looked like it went between his legs there, but 2-yard loss. So this, and we've talked about this in the past, this is definitely a team that don't like to throw the football, does not like to be behind the chains. So
no, they don't.
You got the Huskies defense has got them in a good situation that they want them in.
2nd and long for the Trojans. They motion a man. And motion another, and it's going to be a handoff to Austin Bear. And he might get back to the
Right
chains.
side of that offensive line.
Couldn't
Picked
tell
up a
was
Still leads third.
yeah,
and
that's
long.
27. Of course, another one of those seniors that's been playing varsity since the sophomore. Gabe Bear in there on the tackle. Of course, so we didn't talk much about that, but if you want players to look for on the defensive side of the football this year, it's definitely going to be that Gabe Bear. This is third year starting in his sidekick that. And for 2 seasons, we've kept them mixed up. They look just alike. They play alike, and that's daggone.
Ryan Blevins.
Ryan Blevins. Thank you. I was getting the reason I stopped because and his daddy can laugh at this. I was getting ready to call him Joe Mike.
Trojans throw on third down, and it's picked off by Austin Poe.
Sure does look like Poe. Just a bad throw behind him. Yes, that is number 1, Austin Poe. So, Trojans on their first opening drive of the season turned the ball over, and so does Ashe County Huskies. They're getting their feet under them, but nice play by Austin. It did look like the Alleghany guy had his receiver there, just threw it a little behind him.
Yeah, and we started seeing Austin play more and more defense as the year went along last year, and, you're going to have him on the field this year. And one thing we haven't talked about Austin has moved positions on the offense. He's the inside receiver now. He's a slot receiver where he's always played on the outside before.
You caught that. I didn't. I wonder if they got to get him on some one-on-one situations somehow.
And they throw the shallow across the middle, and it is completed.
Jacob Miller's pass goes complete to J.J. Manning.
J.J. Manning on the
He's got
catch.
about 5 second down.
That was Cox's throw. They called him Miller, but be second and 6 for
And
the Huskies.
we hadn't mentioned JJ much. Well, of course, this early, but JJ had a great junior season last year, so I know they expect big things out of him.
It's a pre-snap movement by the Huskies, getting their 4 wide receiver. Looks like they're going to bring pressure. Cox has to step up. He's got nowhere to go. They came on a blitz, and
that's your player to watch. He whipped the guard there. I mean, he really did. He whipped him big time, and Austin didn't have a prayer right there.
He's up third down and about 16.
Third and forever. They call it 3rd and 16 for the Huskies. And at this point, you're just trying to get some chunk plays back here.
Yeah, you got to get a little, of course, and we'll say this a lot this season. Don't be surprised if they throw something underneath or whatever's open. They're going to read what's open and try to get the ball to number 1 Austin Poe or one of these receivers because they are pretty good at after the catch making yards.
Alleghany shows pressure, then backs off. Now they're going to bring pressure to the outside linebacker with Baird, and they throw it across the middle, incomplete. And it looks like it's going to be 4th down. The punt team's going to come on for the Huskies.
Well, I will say one thing here early, Mr. Farmer. That front, and we talked about Alleghany being big, and they are bigger than the Huskies, no doubt about it, sitting here looking at them. And this first or second series, they're getting back there, and they brought pressure on the play before. That time they just got back there with the offensive line, and if they can do that, it's not going to be. It'll be tough on the Huskies.
Yeah. And Alleghany likes to blitz. They always have. They like to bring pressure, and they kind of have to.
Yeah, I mean they got to make up for stuff.
Low snap handled by Peterson, gets off a high kick. And it's going to bounce at the 40 and take a Husky roll to about the 41.
Or down on the 41-yard line. 1st and 10, Alleghany.
So the Trojans are going to come out 1st and 10, going to take over the 41-yard line. Going to start out in positive territory for the Trojans. Good field position.
Good field position for Alleghany, and it's what. Of course, everybody wants good field position to start out, but I guess they're going to see here because last series, the Huskies' defense was awful good so far, and the defenses has been well, and see if they can ground and pound here.
And off up the middle to number 30, Riley Pruitt for the Trojans.
Good job by that front in there. Looked like 66 for Ashe, which is Jaden Treadway and a few more in there. Looks like number 40. Which we hadn't mentioned Mr. Greer here. He's the guy that's been here through middle school and stuff and sort of moved away, and he's back, and I'm sure the Huskies are glad to have him back. He's a pretty tough kid, an awful good kid, good player.
Hand off once again to number 30, Riley Pruitt, and the Huskies defense right there.
And guess who? It looks like that was Mr. Blevins that time, along with his sidekick, helping him clean it up. Bear in there. Them two linebackers are tough.
Here's going to be our early season nickname. We're going to call those two the Smash Brothers.
There we go.
Because there's nothing they'd rather do than just smash someone in the mouth.
And they like to hit.
They do.
They really are aggressive football players. See Thomas Ballard out there, too, at defensive end. There's a kid that's really improved, and, man, he has been in the weight room. He is a stud.
And it looks like Trojan's going to throw once again on third down, and it's broken up by Austin Poe. Almost had his second interception.
Almost had his second interception, but I'm going to say right here, the reason that ball comes short, and I'm trying to see who's walking back there, got some good pressures. That Timothy, that's Timothy Peterson also playing a little bit of defense. So something that we've not normally seen, and looks like he's got his hand in the dirt.
Yeah.
So that's good. I mean, but they're just willing to do whatever it takes, I guess. But good job by Peterson getting pressure right there.
Austin Poe back if the Trojans elect to punt. But it looks like they're going to keep their offense on the field.
Say, this side of the field, I would be sort of surprised if they punted right here, but it is a long fourth and about 7.
Hand off up the middle to Austin Bear, and then he's going to be close. Looks like he's going to have the first down.
And we've talked about this in the past, watching this Trojan team play. You know, they'd run that little dive to 30, not got a whole lot, but that time they faked the dive and they come back with the little counter.
They love that counter.
Yeah, and they set stuff up. Very nice play call and good first down pickup right there by Alleghany. And they do a lot of multiple sets, but it's pretty much the same plays, just out of multiple formations.
They love the power football here in Alleghany. 1st and 10 now for the Trojans. Hand off to number 30, Riley Pruitt, and he's going to get positive yards.
And it looked like a host there in there. And, of course, 27's in there again, and Greer's in there one more time. I would like to mention right there that play looked like designed to go a little more outside, and the outside linebacker there, I think it was Ballard that time on that side, done an excellent job of turning that play back into his teammates.
Two receivers for the Husky, the I formation. For the Trojans. The handoff is to Austin Bear up the middle. And our first penalty of the game.
That's Austin Bear, number 44.
Could be, I don't know, 55 in there on the tackle. I believe that's Brenniger. Hope he didn't get a face mask. Sort of looked like maybe with a lot of people in there. Could have been a hold, though, but I believe that was Emery Brenniger. I'm sorry, not Austin.
It is a face mask against the Huskies.
That way he sort of went down quick. I thought it might have. So
and they were so bumped up, it'd been hard to see a hole in there.
Oh, yeah, it would. And it was just a 5-yarder. So they just seen somebody's hand hit it there. Bad break for the Huskies. Trojans here, in the red zone here. So let's see if the Huskies can hold them out.
First down after the penalty for the Trojans. Handoff is number 44, Austin Bear, and he's going to be tackled by Bear.
Box inside there, Noah Blevins. Picked up a couple. Second down and about 6.
Looks like he picked up about 4 yards right there. So they're right on target. Second down, and of course they can get a first down and be inside the 10 here. Big defensive stand here for the Huskies early.
Trojans take the snap. Handoff is to Bear once again, and Huskies didn't give him much.
They're doing a great job of closing that hole down, because it looks like when they first snap it, there's a little bit of a hole there, and then they're doing their job, and linemen are taking on linemen, and the backers are getting there. But, of course, the defense this year, definitely their strong suit is going to be them two inside, as you called them, the Smash Brothers, inside linebackers. And, if you want to talk about the outside linebackers, you got Keenan Weatherspoon back, and he's played that position the last couple of years, too. So we ought to be strong at the linebacker spot.
And the ball's loose, and
Peterson.
Peterson
Looks like
in there.
Peterson's, they're battling for it.
Trojans maintain control.
Yeah, they're going to call they basically called simultaneous possession right there on the ground, so the ball does go to the offense, but that's a big loss for the Trojans here.
that's going to make it a huge.
Oh, yeah, I mean, you're going from what, 4th and 4 to about 4th and 15 here, so that's a big loss, and I say it a lot in all the broadcasts, because in our league, don't a whole lot of people like to throw except for the Huskies, and they just don't like being in this situation here, so.
No, they don't.
And, you know, if 3rd down, they'd be more comfortable to run it and see what they could get and try it on 4th. But this is pretty much a passing situation, in my opinion.
4th down, and they're going to fake and look to throw, and it's going to be a jump ball knocked down by Putbu. And that just looked like a hope and a prayer right there.
Yeah, it looks like he had 15 a little bit, but the ball hung up there, and Poe just jumped up and knocked it down. So, good job by the Huskies. We're going to take over on downs here.
And just talk about that defense for a little bit. Yeah, we've given up a couple big runs, but what a nice commodity it is to have Austin Poe back there. Not a lot going to get run past you with Austin Poe playing safety.
Not a whole lot. It shouldn't anyway. Yeah, he's a good guy to have back there, no doubt about it.
1st and 10 now for the Huskies. On the 24-yard line, Cox is going to hand off. And it's going to go to Peterson, it looks like, but not Timothy Peterson. I think that's Matthew
Look
Peterson.
to the right side of their offensive line. Picked up a good healthy one. 2nd and 9.
And number 28, yes, that is Matthew.
Peterson,
That's, of course, the little brother of Timothy Peterson.
And a pretty good running back himself.
Yes, sir, just a junior. So, unless I'm mistaken, now he could be a...
He's a sophomore.
I was getting ready to say, I'm mistaken there. I coached both the Peterson boys, and I was thinking when I said junior, he's just a sophomore. He's going to be another good little player for the Huskies.
Second down now for the Huskies. Cox takes the snap. Looks to throw on 2nd down, gets it across the middle, and it is picked off. And that's the quarterback for the Trojans, number 2, Ivan Delp.
Ivan Delp intercepting the Husky quarterback throw.
So, again...
And you can tell, Mark, it's sloppy.
Both sides. I mean, a very sloppy start. Of course, I guess we expected that, or should expect that. But right there, gives Alleghany some credit there. 15 to 1.
Brought the pressure.
Brought the pressure. He threw it off his back foot. And the Alleghany defense made a good job breaking on the ball there. So you got to give Alleghany some credit there. But, yes, it is very sloppy so far.
Alleghany hands off on 1st down. It's going to be number 30, Riley Pruitt. And so far in this first half, Allegany's lived in Husky territory.
They have, and pretty good in this first quarter. Pretty good that we've not let them in the end zone yet. And really, of course, and it could have a lot to do with it, like you say. And don't want to harp on it, lack of practice. Alleghany has been, which are usually pretty vanilla on offense anyway, but they've really, it's been dive so far.
Then a counter. 2nd and 10 now for the Trojans. Delp fakes the handoff, going to look to throw, and he's got number 15 open and completed pass.
Complete.
That's number 15, Mason Carrier.
The number 15, Mason Carrier.
And that's a nice little bootleg play there. You know, got to run it. Just had a receiver out there going with him. Got the quarterback out in space. Didn't have to worry about the pressure. Nice pass, nice completion. Going to bring up 3rd and 2, and that's where Alleghany wants to be.
And one thing they did this time, they threw it on a down where they didn't have to throw it. It kind of caught the Huskies off guard.
Yes, they did. Yeah.
And looks like it's going to be a timeout on the field.
Into the first quarter.
I was
getting ready to say.
Quick first quarter.
Yeah.
So at the end of the first quarter, we're still scoreless here in Alleghany. We'll be back for the second quarter of the SkyZhone HD Game of the Week right after the break.
When it comes to insuring your home, business, automobiles, and property, you want an agency you can depend on. Miller Insurance has been serving this region for more than 60 years and are proud to now represent Everett Cash Mutual, which specializes in insuring farm property, equipment, livestock, and more. Before you renew your insurance policies, give us a call at 336-246-7151 or come see us in downtown West Jefferson. Miller Insurance is proud to be your hometown insurance agency that supports our hometown teams.
Ashe County Ford in downtown West Jefferson wants to be your first and only choice for all your automotive needs. They offer a lifetime warranty on most of the vehicles they sell. They offer the best prices on new Fords and pre-owned vehicles, service, parts, or body shop repairs. And locally owned and operated with the friendliest and best staff, they are your answer for anything automotive you need. The High Country's Ford dealer since 1919. Ashe County Ford. You make the drive, we'll make the deal.
Welcome back to the SkyZhone HD Game of the Week. It's getting ready to start the second quarter here in Alleghany. And you look at our Miller Insurance scoreboard, we're still scoreless here in Alleghany. And Mark has been pretty sloppy first quarter.
Pretty sloppy first quarter, which is to be expected. And, you know, the Huskies didn't run but 8 plays in the first quarter, and that's not typical. But it's just been a sloppy first quarter.
Bear picks up the first down for the Trojans.
Yeah, they got the nice completion, come out and then run the dive there and picked up 3 yards and got the first down. And like we've said, this Alleghany offense has been in Husky territory the whole first quarter pretty much. And they're down here again looking to get in the red zone here. And they're very methodical. Of course, we've said it earlier, they don't want that Husky offense on the field.
Huskies almost jumped off sides, and it's a fumble. And Gabe Bear right there to pick it up for the Huskies.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you what, this Alleghany sideline, though, the coach did not like it. We couldn't tell from where we're at, but you know, in high school, you can't get back.
No, once you break the plane, you break
the plane. And if he didn't break the plane,
it's awfully close.
And then you get a fumble there.
Hey, it's first game of the year for the officials, too.
It is,
yeah.
But the Alleghany sideline did not like the no call on that, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
First down for the Huskies now is going to take over on the 30-yard line. And it's a bad snap, and Cox just has to fall on it.
It's number 16, Dawson Cox, falling on that errant snap. Lost a bunch. Second down and about 20.
He lost about 10 yards right there, so not a good start on this drive. We've talked about this in the past. You know, mistakes like this just get you off track and everything else. So, but I'd say tonight you're just looking to improve as the night goes on and get out of Alleghany County with the win if you can.
Cox in the gun, 4 wide receivers for the Huskies. And Alleghany was going to bring pressure, and Cox got him with a snap count, and they're going to offsides.
So he's going to pick up 5 right there. That's pretty good. You know, Huskies quarterbacks through the years have been pretty good on getting people to jump.
Down stays the same. Second down and 15.
Second and 15 now for the Huskies. 2 receivers to each side. Timothy Peterson in the backfield with Cox. Cox looks to throw. He's got all day to throw, and he throws it. Looks like that's to Ballard. Ballard come back for the football.
Yeah, nice job. Good job by the Husky line that time, giving him time. And Ballard does a good job coming back for the football. Good job right there.
Third and we'll call it 4 now for the Huskies.
Marshall Ray checks out the game.
Cox looks to throw on 3rd down, and he gets it out for the first down. I think that's the Ballard once again.
That one is enough for a first down to Mr. Thomas Ballard.
Yeah, nice job right there. And if you'll notice, with these Alleghany corners playing off back so far like they did on that possession, that was basically just to go 10 yards, stop, and turn around, and I'm going to throw you the football. So good job right there.
First and 10 for Cox and the Huskies. Handoff is to Timothy Peterson. He has a big hole on that right side.
Nice
Timothy
job
Peterson
by
on the carry.
Peterson right there.
Off
Because,
that
of course,
right side of that Husky offensive line picked up about half enough.
you'll hear me
Down
say
and
this
85.
more than once. You've got to run the football a little bit, and that's good to see. The Huskies finally had a really good, successful run right there. But everybody's getting their feet under them right now. So
I haven't seen this formation in a while, Cluther. Got Greer in the backfield, and then Peterson behind him, kind of like when they used to bring.
yeah, this is can't remember what they call that, king and queen formation, but
That's Peterson
Hard
on the
fought
carry
yard
again.
for
yeah,
Peterson.
give them something
left
different there
side.
to look at. Good job,
Third
got
down
him picked
and
up 3 yards right there, and just a different look in
I
bringing.
don't know if
Greer.
we've seen that since Hutch.
I don't think we have since 18.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and Greer can be that Hutch,
He
for a good
can.
lead blocker, and then he's going to fool you every now and then when he catches the ball.
an
or
athletic
something. Yeah,
kid.
yes. So, good little wrinkle. I've noticed one thing there early in the first quarter, and I meant to mention it. They're also doing a lot of pre-snap shifting that they
Yeah.
hadn't done in the past, and they're basically going to the same thing. I guess they're just giving people a different look.
Cox looks to throw, throws it sidearm, and it's incomplete to Poe. Going to bring up fourth down.
Austin Poe, ball's incomplete.
I got a feeling Hampton's going to go for this here. I mean, the defense is playing good.
Defense is playing good, yeah, and it's
You're right,
fourth
at
and 5.
midfield.
And you got a senior laden team with experience, so I think you'll go for this here.
We'll call it 4th and 3 for the Huskies. 4 wide receivers. Cox looks to throw, and he's got a man wide open. That's Austin Poe, and he's going to step out of
That's
bounds
number
about the
one,
40-yard
Austin Poe
line.
on the receiving end of Dawson Cox's pass. That's enough for another Trojan or Husky first down.
About a 8-yard pickup, 7-8-yard pickup right there, and I'd like to know through the 4 or 5 years that we've been doing that is just a staple play of this
Yeah, it is.
offense. Just a little, not really a quick out, but just an out play, and we have the quarterbacks that can make that throw. So that's a pretty tough throw. Good job right there.
First down for the Huskies, 3 receivers to this side. Cox looks to throw. He's got lots of pressure, but he's got Peterson, and he's got nowhere to go. Be a loss on the play for the Huskies.
Yeah, that was a little screen pass that
That
they
one made
set
it
up.
inside
Pretty
there by
good
number
job, but they
31,
didn't fool the one
Ashe.
guy they needed to, and he actually made a great tackle
Yeah, he
in
did.
the open field.
Assisted by number 30, Riley Pruitt.
I mean, we probably lost
Second
5
down
yards
and
right
5,
there
and
on that
15.
play.
Greer comes back in for the Huskies. Two-back set
Yeah,
now.
now we're in the little green-blue set here, yep.
Cox takes the snap, looks to throw. He's going to step up in the pocket. Still looking downfield, trying to figure out what to do with the football, and then rifles it. Incomplete. Out of bounds.
Giving him an interception?
Downfield.
I think they said he was out of bounds.
Okay. What are we doing here? I don't know. It's a little confused. Looked like the Alleghany. No, they're saying he was out of bounds.
Yeah.
Looked like it.
I think he did catch it, but I think he was out of bounds. Third and long now for the Huskies. Witherspoon comes back in.
And, you know, where we're at, we want to get some of this. We don't have to get all of it right here.
Cox in the gun. Trojans bring pressure up the middle, and Cox throws it out to Ballard, and he's going to pick up
complete downfield. Number
maybe
8,
4 or 5
Thomas Ballard.
yards.
Like I said, they wanted to get a little of it.
Number 31,
Because, of course, this is definitely 4 down
Still
territory.
remains 4th down and 6.
4th and 6 now for the Huskies.
Ball on the 36-yard line. 4th down.
And I think so far, Poe's only had 1 catch so far tonight.
So far, yeah, Ballard, he's been targeting Ballard quite a bit. And Of course, and I guess shame on us. I hadn't just been sort of watching the game, paying that much attention, but I'm sure they're bringing a guy over. They're double teaming Poe, which they should.
And gets it out to Matthew Peterson. He makes a nice move. It's not going to be enough for the first down.
Complete.
Cox just, I mean,
To number
Peterson's his
28.
check down guy. There was just nowhere to go with the football.
No, there wasn't a good job by the Alleghany secondary. Anything downfield. Went to a good check off there, but I'm going to say this. Again, a good tackle by this Alleghany corner out here because he had some space. He breaks that tackle. I think he gets the first down.
So far, we've had a defensive battle. We'll still scoreless on our Miller Insurance scoreboard here at Alleghany, 0-0. Handoff up the middle for the Trojans. The Smash Brothers in there on that tackle. That was number 21 with the carry for the Trojans. Elijah Campbell.
Number 21, Elijah Campbell on the carry.
It's so far as we said, it's been a defensive battle or what, an offensive struggle.
Yeah.
But
if you're a cup half full or cup half empty.
There you go. But they're it's don't want to keep harping on it, but both these teams are playing hard and they're just getting their feet under them. Shift, yep, that's a flag on Alleghany.
Yep, and it's going to be a nice pickup, but there's a flag down.
Yeah, they had two guys moving at the same time.
And one thing we talked about no non-conference games, but we haven't had no scrimmage games,
No scrimmage
seven
games.
on
Of course, no something, but that's everybody. No summer work and stuff, and that matters.
Yeah.
Of course, some teams done stuff on their own.
Right.
But it's a weird year as we said to begin with. But
Different times.
Yep, just glad football's back.
And I really didn't know if we'd see football after last year. I mean, I just didn't know.
Didn't know neither. A second.
And it's Bear on the carry for
Number
the
44 trying
Trojans.
that right side.
Good job. I tell you, this Husky defense, regardless what time of the year it is, they have really played their positions well. And what I mean by that, they're doing their job. The lines, keeping people off these linebackers. Thomas Ballard there again, cutting that play in and ended up making the tackle. Just a very good, I guess, coached and sound defensive. What they're doing right now, fundamental, is really good.
And one guy we haven't mentioned that's new to the defense this year, he's a junior, number 4, Cesar Martinez, is playing the other corner this year for the Huskies.
Okay, I know one thing. He is fast.
Yes, he is. And the Trojans are going to throw, and they throw across the middle and broken up and we just talked about
Good job right there.
Yeah.
Excellent coverage. He come across, kept his hand on the back, and knocked the ball down. Good job by Cesar right there. So that brings up what, 4th and 11. Are they going to punt?
Looks like they're going to punt. They got their punter back.
Yeah, first. If I'm not mistaken, it's going to be the first punt of the night for Alleghany. Of course, like I say, this is probably the first time they have started to drive on.
Yeah.
Not their side of the field. So.
And it's a bad snap. They just have to pick it up. The Huskies are going to get great field position.
Yeah, and that may be a break right there that you really needed. And, of course, we talked about the special teams before the games. And in a normal time, you will hear people talk early in the season and stuff. Special teams can be a big key. And right there, that's a big mistake by Alleghany.
First and 10 now for the Huskies. They're on about the 28-yard line. 4 wide receivers. Peterson in the backfield. And I think the Huskies
We have movement and a flag on the play.
Yeah, I'd say. We had several. Take your pick here.
I think every wide receiver went.
Yeah, every wide receiver was ready to get off. Reckon there's run and goes there.
Yeah, I believe that might have been. Everybody wanted to go.
Allegany's definitely playing off the ball, which that's their style. They've done a great job so far coming up and tackling.
First and 15 now for the Huskies. Cox looks to throw. Got pressure up the middle, gets it down to Peterson, and he's going to get up
Number
to about the
44,
25.
Timothy Peterson on the receiving end of Dawson Cox's pass. Picked up the penalty yardage plus a couple. Second down and 7.
So good job there, getting herself back in beside the chains. And again, we talked about 15 before the game. Cox had to get rid of that
Yeah,
ball and get it to his hot read because what's the young man's name? I apologize.
Mason Carrier.
Mason Carrier's been all over the field tonight, and he was back in Cox's face again.
Cox on second down, hands off to Peterson up the middle, and that big
Number
defensive
44
line
trying
for
that
the
right
Trojans
side
isn't going to
inside.
give him much.
Yeah,
Got
this
one harder
offensive
yard.
line right now
Third
for
down.
the Huskies, they're sort of holding their
First array on the tackle.
own, but Alleghany is definitely strong up front.
Mm-hmm. And we've got some athletes on the offensive line.
Yeah.
It's just we don't have a lot of size.
Size, yeah, and some good kids, and they
Yeah.
played there and they know what to do. But Alleghany is huge.
Yeah, they are.
They are big. Up
Number
front.
66 is a
Them
big
kids
guy.
are big.
And there's going to be a timeout. Alleghany.
Timeout. Alleghany. 3 minutes, 27 seconds left in the first
So we got
half.
about 3 minutes to go here in the first half, Mark, and Huskies really need to put up some points here to.
Yeah,
Right before the half.
especially getting a break here. They need to big third down play coming up. I'm assuming that's why the Alleghany coach called a timeout. He wants to make sure what he's got defensively here because he knows this is a big play. And Huskies, they need to try to keep this drive alive and see if they can get it in here with just 3 minutes in before the half.
And give that Alleghany secondary some credit. Cox
Right.
probably has just as many completions not to his backs as he does his receivers.
I'm going to make the comment and not to keep harping, but 2 years ago when we were over there, their defensive scheme with the way they played us was as good as anybody
Oh,
we had
absolutely.
played all year. I
Yeah.
mean, they do a good job with their schemes.
They
Sometimes
keep everything in front of them.
in the
And make
night,
tackles.
yeah, tonight, like we're talking about out here on this little screen to Peterson on the last drive to Matthew Peterson. He breaks that tackle, he's going to gain 10, 15 yards.
Yeah.
There's nobody there. Just a good tackle. And, I mean, give them credit right now. They're just playing solid defensively. Ashe is playing solid defensively. And I guess, as they say, early in the season, the defenses are usually ahead of the offense. So,
Right.
but this is a
I'm
big
excited.
third down play right here. Let's
Line.
see what the Huskies can come up with.
3rd and 7 for the Huskies.
I'm
Cox
looking for
in,
something to poe.
in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers. They're going to bring pressure up the middle, and Alleghany may have.
Big mistake by Alleghany right here. Yes, if you can see the Alleghany sideline, the coach is not happy. But
Are you sure that's probably something they talked about?
oh, absolutely, and that of course he was bringing the pressure, but he wanted to bring some pressure. I guess that's why he called the timeout. But that makes it 3rd and 7 to 3rd and 3, and that changes your play call and
Yeah, it
everything.
does. 4 wide receivers, 3rd and short now for the Huskies. They're going to bring pressure once again up the middle for Alleghany. They're bringing it from everywhere. And Alleghany wanted movement. Cox steps up, gets rid of it, just throws it up, and Ballard had to play a little defense there.
He sure did. And I'm gonna tell you what,
Under
we
pressure.
are
From
going to
number
have to
44.
figure out something regardless. Our
Austin
tackle
Dare.
out there just got whipped to the outside,
20 seconds to go
which
in the first half.
we're going to have to figure out how to
three.
sure this
Ball on
up.
the
But
20-yard line.
4th and 4, so yeah, we're going to go for it right here. So
4th and 4 now for the Huskies.
a big play for Alleghany and a big play for Ashe right here. He moved.
He moved
The
in.
center
Got
moved a
motion,
little bit.
got
He,
movement
shoot.
against the Huskies.
I still think the Huskies will stay with their
Still
offense
fourth
out
down.
of
so,
court.
too.
But now it's
I
4th
mean-
and about 7.
The weather, you do have a senior kicker that can kick
Yeah,
the
he
football,
can.
but it's early, and this is the right call. So, and like I say, I'm going to look for him either going to Ballard or Poe here. And one person we hadn't mentioned in a while is he caught a couple early is J.J. Mann.
4th down for the Huskies. Cox looks to throw. Good job picking up the blitz. He's
Got
got a
him.
man wide open, and that's Austin
That's
Poe
number
in for the first
1.
Husky
Austin
touchdown of the
Poe on
year.
Touchdown pass. From number 16, Dawson Cox. The Huskies go on the board. 6-0. 3 minutes.
Yep, we
and 10
talked about it and
seconds in
said
the
that's what we needed to see, get Poe, and maybe that's why you're putting him in the slot right there,
Maybe.
because he can get on a. And you know what? You may see Mr. Poe line up everywhere this year. He's been there. He knows the positions, and but a good job right there by Ashe to take advantage of a mistake by Alleghany.
Number 44, Timothy Peterson.
Peterson on for the PAT for the Huskies. The kick is up.
The try is good.
And it is good. And we'll take another look at that
Throw up, 7-0.
Austin Poe
3
touchdown
minutes.
reception on our
10
Greens
seconds left.
Excavating instant
First
replay.
half.
Okay, your Ashe County Ford drive summary for the Huskies there. It looks like it took them 5 plays. They went 28 yards. Ended in a 27-yard touchdown pass from Dawson Cox to Austin Poe. Timothy Peterson adds the extra point, and it's 7-0 Huskies going in, or with a couple minutes left here in the half. That's your Ashe County Ford drive summary.
And yeah, I think that's not only just to get points on the board, but just kind of let you relax for just a minute. I feel like things were tense.
Yeah, I mean, as bad as you hate to say it, Ashe expects to win this
Number
game.
21, Elijah
And
Campbell. drops
when
back
you're
deep.
going somewhere and you're playing on the road and you're not say where you're supposed to be, yes, Ashe is going to be the team that tenses up, I think. And, you know, Allegany's like, hey, if we win this one, feather in our hat.
Peterson on to kick the ball off for the Huskies.
Because if I'm not mistaken, since the high schools have been combined, Alleghany has not beat us in football in like 19 years.
Yeah, I don't think
They've
so.
always been good football games, and that's a lot to do with we got little
Elijah
kids.
Campbell.
Yeah,
Right up the
and a big
middle.
return up the middle.
Nice
For
return
the
after the
Trojans.
32-yard
And
line.
that's number
Elijah
21
Campbell.
there. Man, what a big hole. I'm glad it closed
3
fairly
minutes
quick,
and
but
4
that's a
seconds
great
left in
return.
the half.
Getting it all the way up to the 30-yard line. So Allegany's going to start with good field position.
Yeah, it's number 21, Elijah Campbell, on the return for the Trojans. First and 10 from the 32. Handoff up the middle. And that is
Number 21.
Campbell once again.
And number
Elijah
32
Campbell
hanging
trying
on
that
for
right
dear
side.
life there.
Bottom left
Blevins.
side
Ryan
there,
Blevins
Marshall
again.
Ray. Number 70, Riley Billings. Picked up a couple. Second down and about 7.
See if they can keep them out before the half here.
Second down for the Trojans. Huskies defense shifts, and it's the counter play, and it's a big hole.
That's
Yeah,
Elijah
that's Campbell on the run.
Trying that right
Yeah,
side
he
inside.
returned that kickoff
Picked up
and
the
run it
punch.
pretty hard. Some
Crossed
coaches
midfield.
give him
Yes.
the ball
And
twice on
Little
this
reward.
drive.
39
Yeah,
yard
the
line.
reward.
Going in.
Nice job by the
2
Alleghany
minutes.
line there, just
26
opened that
seconds.
little seam, and he hit it up in there hard.
Off his
Nice
run.
play. And they are speeding up here, so I know they're trying to get down and get in scoring position before they close the half.
Motion by the Trojans. Hand off to Campbell once again, and another good
Elijah
run.
Campbell yet
This
again.
motion
Off
a
that
little,
right
change
side.
the formation. It's same play. Nice, another nice
Nice
7-yard
gain
pickup
down to
right
about
here.
the 42-yard line. Make that to 43. Second and 5.
Second and 5 now for the Trojans. This would be big if Alleghany can get points. They get the ball to start the second half.
Yes, sure do. Oh yeah, I mean, it's a big drive here.
Handoff, and Huskies do a better
Elijah
job. He's
Campbell again.
not going to get back to the line of
Lost the first down
scrimmage.
yardage.
Tough job. Looked like Greer was in there back to slow him down, and the
It's a short
coach
one.
here's going crazy
Timeout.
trying to call a timeout.
Alleghany.
Yeah, finally got
1
it.
minute, 26 seconds left in the
So,
half. Ball sitting almost square on
Minute
the
20 here
40-yard
left
line.
in the half. It's going to be what, third and about 2. So Allegany's got a big play here coming up, and so does Trojan defense because, like we've said in the past, the Huskies would like to get the ball back here, and they're not going to sit on it.
No, they're not conservative by no means.
No, they're not very conservative. Of course, they do a great job. Coach Piscopo and Coach Hampton and all of them did just do a tremendous job.
And it's good to see some of these parents got to come watch tonight, because that was a big thing.
Yes,
we weren't sure how many people were going to be allowed to even watch.
And hopefully, with what the governor done Wednesday there, that next week it'll be more people. But we still got to be safe out there.
We do.
But it's need to open this country back up a little, I believe.
So it's going to be 3rd and short now for the Trojans.
Third down and 1.
3rd and 1 is what they're calling it.
Big down. 1 minute.
Big stop here for the Huskies if they could get them to 4th down. Hand off to Bear up the middle. He's going to have the first down.
Where they're coming
progress.
in,
Number 44,
spotted, he's going to have it.
Austin Bear.
They just give it to
Picked
the
up
closest
enough
guy to
for
get the first down. Just come out in I formation, in which they don't hand that fullback much, and they handed it to
All
him. They
inside
picked
the
up,
40?
needed one and got two. So,
The size of that front line, it's hard to keep them from
well,
getting 1
to
yard.
be honest with you, when you lined up there and said it, and they was in that I was getting ready to say, look for a quarterback sneak, but they did hand it off, and because we've said it before, they are big up front.
Counterplay once again, and then another
That's
huge
a lot.
hole.
Man.
He is broke to the outside, and good open field tackle.
Inside the
I think that's
15.
Peterson, one of the Petersons.
That's Andrew Peterson. Yes, he saved a touchdown right there. Great tackle. Great blocking. I just noticed, man, when that was the old student body, pull your guard and you tackle and hit that. That was very nice blocking by Alleghany right there, and
22
good
yards.
running. Great job by Andrew Peterson
Inside a minute. 58 seconds.
to save a touchdown there.
Hand off up the middle, and the Huskies' defensive line doesn't give anything
Looks
for
like
a losing
right
yard.
side.
Yeah, it looks
Inside.
like Greer got
Little
there
bit of
first,
anything.
and then it's just a host of them getting
Yeah.
up.
Not even
Like
lost a
Jared
yard.
Greer got
Second
there
down.
first, and then you got the Bash brothers, is
Box
what we
running
like to
at
call them,
36
and
seconds.
a host of them. Good job right there.
2nd and 12 now for the Trojans. In fact, the handoff they're going to throw, and it's tipped coming out of his hand.
I believe so. I don't know, but about the only pass play they've had success with is that little boot right there, and they tried it again, and we done a great job of covering that back because that's who he's looking for.
Third down. and
Good
12.
job right there by the Husky defense, recognized what was going on. I believe that was Timothy Peterson on the coverage. Helps when you got a senior out there, too.
Yeah, it does. And we have lots of seniors.
We
all over the
do.
place.
We've got a very senior-oriented team and a lot of experience. 4 or 5 of them guys been up there since they were sophomores. We do expect big things in Ashe County football this year.
Don't say this a lot, Mark, but it is 4 wide receivers for Alleghany. They're going to call a timeout.
Yeah, they lined up and thought, what are we doing? No,
Yeah.
no,
I
you
don't
don't.
remember this play, Coach.
You don't see that a lot. I wouldn't be surprised. Well,
Yeah,
down to
19
19 seconds, you may.
That may be like a Hail Mary type
Yeah,
situation
Hail
there.
Mary or might 3rd and 12, of course, ball on the 16. You may see a quarterback draw or something
Yeah.
too.
I think Alleghany still has 2 timeouts left. Well, now they probably just got 1.
Yes, they do just have one, and Ashe has got all 3. Unless I am wrong.
I don't think Ashe has called a timeout yet. Been a pretty quick first half.
Well, you got a lot of running, and it's been a quick first half. So, good first half for
Yeah,
really.
it's been a great football game to watch. A little sloppy, but you expect that.
Yes, you do. And there's a lot of complaining. Being we got a minute here to talk about them playing in the wintertime, basically, and it being cold. And yes, we may still have some rough nights up here in the mountain, but you could not ask for a better night tonight
you
to
could not.
play football. It's just a
Almost
gorgeous
16-yard
night.
line.
And I don't care what they say. We've sat through some cold nights in the fall.
Oh yes, we have. Yeah, we sure
It
have.
ain't like it's warm. I mean, first couple games are pretty warm.
You can't beat a night like tonight. There's no complaints on the weather tonight.
4 wide receivers for the Trojans. And they look to throw. And they get it to number
Ivan Delp,
21, and he's going to be
Number
tackled
21,
immediately.
Elijah Campbell.
That's Bear on the tackle for the Huskies.
10 seconds.
Good job reading that. Not bad. Does he use his?
He must not have a timeout marker. They're hurrying.
They are hurrying. 10
Fourth down,
seconds.
10
He's getting it
seconds.
off though. They got the play
Pressure
off.
up the middle, and it is
Oh,
good
great
job.
coverage. Who is on that
That's
coverage?
Peterson.
Oh, that's
Andrew.
Andrew Peterson once again. He might have made 2 saving plays on touchdowns on this
He
drive.
did.
I mean, right there, that guy, good throw by the Alleghany quarterback. He was trying to get the slant in there, and Peterson comes across, knocks it down. Great job to close the half.
So at the end of the first half, the Huskies lead 7-0. We'll be back to the second half of the SkyZone HD Game of the Week after the break.
When it comes to insuring your home, business, automobiles, and property, you want an agency you can depend on. Miller Insurance has been serving this region for more than 60 years and are proud to now represent Everett Cash Mutual, which specializes in insuring farm property, equipment, livestock, and more. Before you renew your insurance policies, give us a call at 336-246-7151 or come see us in downtown West Jefferson. Miller Insurance is proud to be your hometown insurance agency that supports our hometown teams.
Ashe County Ford in downtown West Jefferson wants to be your first and only choice for all your automotive needs. They offer a lifetime warranty on most of the vehicles they sell. They offer the best prices on new Fords and pre-owned vehicles, service, parts, or body shop repairs. And locally owned and operated with the friendliest and best staff, they are your answer for anything automotive you need. The High Country's Ford dealer since 1919. Ashe County Ford. You make the drive, we'll make the deal.
Good evening and welcome back to the SkyZone HD Game of the Week as we get ready to start the second half here from Alleghany High School. The Ashe County Huskies lead 7-0, and Mark, it was about what we expected in the first half.
Yeah, about what we expected. Sloppy, both sides, especially offensively, as we said earlier, and it's been said for years. Most of the time the defense is ahead of the offense, and with the short preseason and no summer, of course you can say the same about Alleghany. They've been a little sloppy on the offensive side of the ball. Both defenses have played really well, especially Ashe. But one thing we talked about before the half there, Alleghany does get the ball to start the second half, so they're going to try to take a little bit of confidence on moving that football there at the end of the half, but they didn't get in the end zone. So let's see if his defense can come out and play as well as they've been playing so far, and see if the offense can get going a little bit.
And credit Andrew Peterson for that last drive. He made the tackle, then he broke up the pass at the end.
Andrew Peterson come up 2 big plays right there. I believe Mr. Peterson is a junior. He played as a sophomore last year. Yes, sir. He's a junior. Of course, and that he is Timothy's brother. We just
And
like to talk
Matthew.
about. There's a bunch of them little Peterson boys. They're good boys, and they're all good athletes. So,
That's number 44, Timothy Pearson, or Peterson, kicking off for the Huskies.
Peterson kicks off for the Huskies. Big high kick going to be taken by one of the up men at about the 20. And he's
Number
going to be
21,
tackled
Riley
good.
Pruitt.
Ryan Blevins.
Ryan
Kick off back to midfield.
got him
Back
on
to
special
center of
teams
the
and
field.
everywhere. It was a very good tackle by Ryan right there. Allegany's going to start
25-yard line.
25-yard line. Of course, they've had really good field position most of the first half, so that's another reason you got to give that defense some credit. So we'll see what happens here. Alleghany did have a pretty decent drive there at the end of the half. See if they can build some momentum, or if the Huskies can keep playing defense like they're playing.
First and 10 for the Trojans. Handoff up the middle. They're going to stay with Campbell. He kind of got hot there at the end of the
He
first
did
half.
after that kick return. The coach is giving him the ball, and he's doing a very good job to give that line credit. Open a little seam, and definitely Alleghany, if they can go 6 yards on first down, they're going to be right on track where they want to be.
Yeah, it's going to be 2nd and 4 now for the Trojans.
I'll say this for a preseason game, and like you said, the officials are preseason too also, or an early season game, not a preseason game. There's not been a whole lot of penalties.
Mm-hmm. Elijah Campbell a second
Campbell on the
time.
carry once again, and he's got enough of the first down. We've had
They've
two
a couple offside penalties and stuff, but to me
down.
that equates to both coaching staffs. That's just a discipline thing. You work on it at practice.
Football
And
just inside
unless
the
it gets
35.
worse here in the second half, both teams have played penalty-free football.
And I think a lot of that, both sides have a lot of experience.
They do. They do. They sure do.
Two receivers for the Trojans in the I formation. And handoff is to Campbell once again. And there is
Blevin
Campbell,
Bash
Minnesota
brothers.
finish.
If you will notice on that play, and that's pretty to watch. Come up the lead block.
Number
Blevins
27,
took, or
Gabriel
excuse
Bear
me,
making the stop for the
Gabe
Huskies.
Bear
took
Brings
on
up
the
second
lead
down,
block
10.
there, and he let his buddy make the tackle.
Yep.
I mean, and that's how it's got to be played. Great job by them two senior linebackers in there. But we said it before, and we'll say it more as the year goes on. They've been up there since they're sophomores, so they know what they're doing.
And I don't know how many tackles they have, but it's got to be a lot.
Yeah, they're in there, and their defense is designed for the guys to make the tackles.
And the pitch on the option play,
Elijah Campbell on the
and
pitch.
Campbell gets up to about the 41, and then Peterson
Pitch
cuts him
provided
down.
help.
Yeah,
Picked up a
and
few.
that was Andrew.
Third down and
Andrew Peterson. Timothy
4.
right there is playing out here on the outside. He got himself caught inside right there. You got to give them linebackers and Andrew a good job of coming up and stringing that out, because Peterson did lose his contain a little bit right there, Timothy.
Mm-hmm.
And he is really playing a lot of defense tonight.
I think that he's going to be a starter this year on defense, from what I've heard.
Used to, younger years, he played it. He can play it.
Handoff on third down, and
Just great defense right there again.
Linebacker.
And
Gabe Bear.
27.
Gabe Bear. But you've
Gabriel
got to
Bear on the
give
tackle.
right there, like 55, Brenniger. Emery
No gain on the play.
Brenniger
Fourth
done
down.
his job for number 27 to
And
make
two.
the tackle.
short.
You got to give them linemen up there credit, keeping them off them guys.
9 minutes.
That was just good team
Remaining
defensive
30
play
yards.
right there.
Fourth down for the Trojans.
I'd look for the little counter or something. That's been their most successful play. Looks like he might be trying to draw them off.
Yeah, he could be.
I was sort of thinking, would I go for it here or not? In a 7-0 game? Yeah, he's trying to draw them, I believe. I don't think he's going to snap the football. I was getting ready to question this call by the Alleghany coaching staff, but they were just trying to see if they could pick up a cheap first down there. Good job by the Husky defense, because you know what? That has been a problem for the Husky defense through the
That has
years.
been.
Jumping off sides 5 yards and stuff. Good job right there.
So the Trojans take the delay of game. They're going to bring out the punt team.
And, last time's what? Basically
Yeah.
the Huskies' good field position to get their score was a bad snap on the
Number
punt. So let's see
55,
if Alleghany can get the snap here. Oh, he picked it up on the knee. He's going to be down right there.
Yeah.
Another low snap. So the Huskies, 2 critical
Down the ball.
mistakes in the kicking game for Alleghany.
Yard line.
The punt situation not for the Trojans has not been good.
No, and like right there, the ball just bounced to him, and it looked like that
He went down and need to pick it up.
he went down on the knee to pick it up, so he is down right there. So the Huskies are going to have great field position to start their drive in the third quarter. I mean, they're starting from where, Farmer? The 24-yard line, looks like.
Yeah. Couldn't ask for better starting
First and 10
field
Huskies.
position for the Huskies.
Inside the 25.
4 receivers for Cox. Hats off to Cox tonight. He's had pressure in his face all
He's
night
done
long.
a good job. The line has struggled at times and done a good job at times. But
Matthew Peterson on the carry. Big carry on first down for the Huskies.
good run by Matthew. Picked up,
Number
about
28,
7 yards
Matthew
right
Peter.
there.
Taking the handoff from
Of course, he's not as big as his brother, but he is just as tough, and he's shifty, and he's fast. Good job by the sophomore.
Yeah, on straight line, he's
Yeah, he
definitely
don't.
faster.
Yes.
Third quarter.
Looks like Allegany's sneaking them up in there, going to bring some. Now they're backing out.
Cox takes a snap on second down, and he's got a man wide open, and good throw, good catch by Poe.
Number 1,
Oh,
Oliver Poe.
complete.
On the receiving end of Dawson Cox's pass,
And they got a man
we
down.
have a
It was a pretty good
down.
throw. He could have let him outside a little bit, maybe. But I'm going to say something again. He had people at his
timeout on the
feet
field.
still. I mean, they're
They did.
getting to him a little bit. So
And number 21, and who had a heck of a game tonight, Elijah Bear.
It looks like he's down, don't he?
Yeah, they're rolling him over. Looks like maybe a knee or ankle.
Maybe wind. Nah, they're fooling with the lower leg, aren't they?
Yeah.
Would it be a cramp? Huh. This kind of weather?
Yeah, I don't know, maybe. And we talk about that in the heat and fall football, but I mean, do you talk about that in winter football?
I don't know. Yeah, I guess it's an ankle or something. But they are dealing with a lower leg here. So
on our Miller Insurance scoreboard, the Huskies are up 7-0, looking to try to add to that. And, we talked about keys to the game up front.
Allegany's
done.
And give this Ashe has held their own pretty good. I mean, they've held their own pretty good.
When they bring the pressure, they're bringing it from the linebackers.
Spot. Yeah,
and that's hard to, especially early in the season.
Yes,
picking that up.
Yes,
it's tough.
It's hard to pick up, and when you have your sophomore running back in, he's got to pick up some of that pressure too, and he's still learning. So, but all in all, both teams, I think might be what they expected. Just pretty clean, hard-fought football game with a few mistakes and just trying to, as we've said, get your feet under you. We're in the second half now, though, so maybe we can get into a little click here. I think they'll get their feet under them here in a minute and get going because, the basketball team just got done playing. So Cox and Poe and, several of the basketball players play both, and so they hadn't been able to practice a whole lot, but same deal with Alleghany, so you can't use that. But it's been a good played football game so far for first game of the year, and with like you say, no summer workout. And,
as soon as we know it, but as for now,
you think about fall football, Mark. You start in July.
Oh,
and you
start as soon as school is out, basically.
Yeah, and you start working on that all the way up to the first game.
You sure do.
And they've had 2 weeks.
2 weeks, yeah. Sort of like used to in the old 7th and 8th grade with Pee Wee ball.
You're trying to figure out who's coming out.
Yeah. And, with the crazy seasons and stuff, there was some talk that some of these, the Peterson boys are really good wrestlers, if you didn't know that. And there was talks, wrestling's coming up next. I don't know, do I want to play football? So we sure are glad they decided to do both.
Cox in the gun on third down. Looks to throw, and it's completed to J.J. Manning. I think that's who it is.
J.J. Manning on the receiving end.
I believe it is.
Dawson Cox's pass. It appears to be enough for a Husky first down.
So nice 6-yard pickup there, I believe, and good job by J.J. He caught a few early. He's been quiet lately, but
and 36 seconds to go in the third quarter.
There's another one of those kids. It took a while, but when the light bulb come on, he's hung in there.
He just broke out.
Oh yeah, he's hung in there, and he's really made himself a good football player.
First down, Cox in the gun, and he's going to throw. And he's going to Poe once again.
Play.
Man, that's
same. Yep, same.
Touchdown Huskies. The touch he put on that pass, and he threw it before Poe even made his break.
He sure did. And
that's just a lot of playing together.
Yeah, and like you say, we may be seeing why Poe's been put in the slot because they're getting him on the linebacker and outside, and
that's not a matchup you want if you're on defense. And now Peterson on for the PAT.
Number 44, Timothy Peterson for the try.
High snap taken by Poe. The kick is up.
The try is good.
It is good. And once again, we'll take a look at that Dawson Cox, Austin Poe touchdown on our Greens Excavating instant replay.
Okay, your Ashe County Ford Drive summary. Husky started with good field position on the 24-yard line, so it took them 4 plays. And it ended in a 15-yard touchdown pass from Dawson Cox to Austin Poe. And Timothy Peterson added the extra point. So with 7:11 left in the third quarter, that brings the score. Your Ashe County Huskies 14, Alleghany 0.
And Mark, bring attention to number 21 down here on the sideline. He's on the cart. looks like his night is done, and he was having such a good game.
He sure was. After that, like we said, after that return, he really there at the end of the first half and to start this half till it looks like he's got a leg injury. That's a shame.
That looks like an ankle.
Yep, he was really starting to play well. We hate to see that happen.
So Peterson will kick it off for the Huskies as they now lead 14-0, and you feel them kind of getting into a rhythm now.
Well,
And
like we say, both drive, but hey, the marks of a good team is they take advantage of the mistakes that the other teams make. So good job by Huskies there to take advantage of another mistake. But yes, they do look like they're getting a little more comfortable.
That's Riley Pruitt, number
Riley
30.
Pruitt on the
return.
return
Nice
for
job.
the Trojans,
About the 30-yard
and
line.
big
Coming
tackle
out.
there by the Huskies.
That's
Ryan Blevins once again.
in 60, which seen there where Jared Greer has changed numbers. It looked like that Camden Current went out there a while ago, so it looks like they might have had to do some changing, and we'll pay attention next time they go on offense. I think they had to move Jared to the offensive line, which he has played before. But hey, that's a team player right there. You got to do what you need to do to help your team. And
Absolutely. And handoff
That's
on
number
first
30,
down,
Riley
number
Pruitt.
30, Riley Pruitt.
Coming off that
it
right
looked like
side. All the
Ryan
the
Blevins
Marshall Red.
again right there, and
Riley Billings.
Jared done a good job of taking on some blocks there and giving room to make. So another good team defensive play right there. But I tell you, the Smash Brothers, we might as well call them out there, are both having a whale of a game.
They are, and they've had such a good career.
Oh, absolutely. They're just they're good kids, but they're mean when you
They're
get them
mean.
on that football field.
Yeah, don't say much, but they sure will hit you in the mouth. Handoff on second down, and there they are once again. Football comes loose.
Fumble.
All on
And
the ground.
looks like Alleghany recovers.
It sure does. Boy, it hit off a couple of Huskies, and it went the wrong way. And
I don't think
Alleghany
anyone knew
got
where the
right
football
there. Yeah,
was.
I don't either. Break for Alleghany right there. We could have come up with that football. And if you'll notice, I think Coach
Number
Hampton
6,
threw his hat
Landon
down,
Andrews
but we didn't
came
come
up
up
with
with
that
it. But
First and 10 Trojans. Ball on the
Yeah, I gave the
46-yard
Trojans
line.
first down.
Coming out.
see, you got a couple of new faces over there, too, on the coaching staff. Got one back.
Mm-hmm. Handoff up the middle, and that defensive line.
Henry Brenniger just blew his guy up right there.
And he's pumped up.
Yes, he
He's
is.
pumped
44
up.
off the bear. Met. His own
And
backfield
speak
off
of the
that
new
yard.
coaching
Second and
staff,
11.
he's been here before if you don't know him, and I don't know how we ended up, but we got Ronnie Pruitt back. How did we end up doing that?
Emory
We must have
Bennett.
lost a bet.
Yeah, we must have.
Yeah, chapter. Assisted by number 58, Brian Blevins.
Second and long now for the Trojans.
And this is definitely where the Husky defense wants the Trojan. Oh,
And a big
missed a
run on
tackle
second
in the
down. We did miss a
backfield.
tackle. And Ryan Blevins going to finally bring him down with help.
Missed a tackle in the back.
Gabe Bear.
Yeah, missed a tackle in the backfield, and nice run by
Huskies. Joe
number
Ryan,
30 there
Joe
for
Ryan
Alleghany to
Blevins.
pick up the first
Taking that
down.
tackle.
Riley Pruitt on the
Number
first
4
down run.
picked up.
Pruitt's had a pretty good night running the
17
football.
yards. First and 10. Ball inside the 40 going in.
So Alleghany, across midfield, in good field position again. See if they can keep a drive alive and tighten this thing up a little bit.
First down from about the 40-yard line. Handoff is to Pruitt once again. And he's going to pick up
Riley
2
drive that
yards.
Left side inside. Second down.
We'll take 2 yards all night. So
Yeah, and we've been doing this 5 years or something now.
yeah,
And every year we talk about the Husky defense. Can they hold up? Can they hold
man,
up?
it looks like this may be the daggone strong point
Yeah,
of this
absolutely.
football team, and we
And-
know the offense should be good.
Yep. And minimal game on second down.
And again, and we've talked about, and in this second half, we talked about that offensive line of Alleghany being real well. So far, this drive here, our defensive front has come to play.
They have.
They're getting in the backfield and doing a much better job.
And a lot of that's just getting the feel for it.
Oh yeah, getting their, as we said, they're getting more in tune and involved now. So
Third down, handoff up the middle, and
That's right,
There's
good.
them Smash Brothers.
Yeah, with,
Blevins.
with a little bit of help from who is 19, which is Weatherspoon.
Tackle. Brings up 4th down.
That
and
is
about
Keenan.
6. 3.5 minutes left. in the
Another
third
kid that's
period.
been, another senior that's been there since he's a
Almost
sophomore.
34.
So,
Yeah.
as I said earlier, there are high expectations in Ashe County this year.
Fourth down for the Trojans. Handoff, and he's going to be
He's going to be short. Yeah, he had to get past that
Riley
line.
again. Number
Yeah.
44, Austin Bear leading the way. Close.
There's the Smash Brothers once again. That was Blevins in on it.
So it's turnover on downs, I believe. They don't even need to measure this, do they?
I don't think so.
No, they're going to get. He's going to get the
They're
football.
just going to flip the chains.
Flip the chains. Good job by the defense again, right there. You know, pitching a shutout and
It's been a while, Mark, since we pitched a shutout.
oh yes,
All goes over and
that
down.
right there. It's like now that Alleghany, there we know what's coming.
Yeah.
I mean, right there, I might tried to bootleg or something and get a first down. I don't know, but they've been running the football good. Good job. They about picked it up. Good job by the Huskies there. Let's see if we can get this offense going again. 30.
Huskies on the 30-yard line. Cox in the gun. Handoff to Peterson up the middle, and he's going to pick up 4, maybe 5 yards.
Nice run by Peterson right there. Like we talked earlier, he's a little shifty in there. Quick, pretty fast. But
He's a lot like Bowen was last year.
yeah, Bowen, not quite as quick now. Bowen Crouch is quick.
It's hard to find.
Yeah, he's hard to find. That matters.
Second and 5 now for the Huskies. Huskies going to stay in the same formation. 4 wide receivers, 2 to each side. Cox hands off to Peterson once again. He tries to bounce it outside. He's going to lose yardage.
Yeah, good tackle by number 30 there.
Riley Pruitt.
Yeah, that's Riley.
Riley.
Peterson in his own backfield. Off to a couple. 3rd down and about 8.
3rd and 8 now for the Huskies.
Come out with 2 runs on this drive. So don't see Poe. Is Poe on the field? Why would Poe not be on the field? Well played. Yeah, there he
He's
is.
over there.
He's in there.
3 wide receivers to the boundary side.
You got JJ over here. I mean, in the way these corners play off, if you can get a first down right here. I say it's going to be an out. Oh, he's got. He had Ballard.
And it's incomplete.
That's number 44.
Trying to get it to JJ.
Austin
Yeah,
Bear making
JJ had to
the
give
play.
the line credit. He had a lot of time there, but it sure looked like he had Ballard on the deep post.
Riley Pruitt, number 30. Steps back.
Pretty good throw, just couldn't come up with it. So, no, this is going to be maybe the second punt of the night.
Second punt of the night for the Huskies.
1 minute, 26 seconds in the quarter.
And just heard there, minute 20 left in the third quarter. This has been a fast football game.
It has been. Man, nice punt by Peterson backing the guy
Wow,
up.
he really got a good punt off
All
right
the way up to
there.
the 34, and good return. Once again, there's Ryan Blevins.
Sound like a broken record. Ryan Blevins on the tackle.
It's either Ryan Blevins, Gabe Bear. Ryan Blevins, Gabe Bear.
Number
And
32.
but now,
The Huskies getting down
we're saying they are making the tackles, but let's give that front.
Right.
They're doing their job so they can make the daggone tackles.
All sitting on the 43-yard line coming out. 1 minute.
But I have seen football teams that play that way, and they got them linebackers in there, and they can't make the play. We got some kids that can make the play.
Absolutely.
Allegany's got decent field position here again.
They're going to throw on first down, and they try to get it out, and it's incomplete.
We're covering that pretty decent. He's going to have to really throw it after the first time they got it. He's going to have to really throw a good ball to get that in there.
Yeah, yeah.
I thought Ballard might come up with a pick right there, but great coverage. And looks like that I hate to say it, but by far the only pass play that they look like that they might have any success with.
And they don't look real comfortable doing it.
No, they don't.
The one time they threw it in the pocket was right before the half that
yes.
Peterson broke
Now,
up. That looked like that was a good throw.
That's a good ball. Just a great play by Andrew.
Second down handoff. And good run on second down. He's going to pick up 8 yards, maybe 9.
Yeah, that's a good cut. I think it was, and that's number 30 again on the run.
Yeah, that's Riley Pruitt.
Under a minute to go in the quarter.
It's Riley Pruitt again, and he done a good job. Looked like it was designed to go over here, and he cut it back against the grain. Great job by him there running football. Oh, they marked him a little short. Knee must have went down. I thought he.
I thought he had the first down.
Yeah.
Third and short now for the Trojans. I formation. Handoff and good job in that backfield.
58 now. Let's see who number 58 is there. Just blew that up.
Number 58. Bryant, number 58, making the tackle in the Trojan backfield.
I know it's not Ryan.
No, it's not Ryan Blevins, and we don't have 58 on our roster. I do apologize, but whoever that was, he made a great play right there. I'm trying to see if I can tell by his name.
It looks like Pennington.
Yes, I believe that is Pennington. Earl Pennington. Not Josh. Josh is his other son. I can't, and that's a shame. I coached that young man.
So at the end of 3 quarters, the Huskies lead 14-0. We'll be back with the 4th quarter in the SkyZone HD Game of the Week.
When it comes to insuring your home, business, automobiles, and property, you want an agency you can depend on. Miller Insurance has been serving this region for more than 60 years and are proud to now represent Everett Cash Mutual, which specializes in insuring farm property, equipment, livestock, and more. Before you renew your insurance policies, give us a call at 336-246-7151 or come see us in downtown West Jefferson. Miller Insurance is proud to be your hometown insurance agency that supports our hometown teams.
Ashe County Ford in downtown West Jefferson wants to be your first and only choice for all your automotive needs. They offer a lifetime warranty on most of the vehicles they sell. They offer the best prices on new Fords and pre-owned vehicles, service, parts, or body shop repairs. And locally owned and operated with the friendliest and best staff, they are your answer for anything automotive you need. The High Country's Ford dealer since 1919. Ashe County Ford. You make the drive, we'll make the deal.
Welcome back to the SkyZone HD Game of the Week. We're here in Alleghany High School where the Huskies lead 14-0 going into the 4th quarter. Looks going to be 4th down for the Trojans. They're back in a punt formation. Low snap once again. They do pick it up and get it off. And Poe's going to come up and he's just going to let it bounce.
Yeah, and then took a
down on the
Husky bounce there. So they're going to start with the ball 30-yard line here, so they got 70 yards to go. Let's see if they can put one of those drives that we're used to seeing together. But we've started the 4th quarter here. Like we said, the Huskies do have a 14-0 lead, so that's what we come for. So.
First and 10 from the 30 for the Huskies.
Trips, he's got Ballard over here one-on-one.
Hand off to Peterson, and he fights forward, and he's going to get back just past the line of scrimmage. Probably should have been tackled in the backfield.
Man, get ready. That's a pretty good run just to lose a yard. I mean, it looks like they're going to mark him a yard short, but it didn't look like he was going anywhere. Like you say, he should have probably been dropped for about a 5-yard loss.
Second down for the Huskies. 4 wide receivers once again. Cox looks to throw. He's got pressure straight up the middle. He just has to get rid of it.
It's the one we talked about. Coming through there again.
Mason Carrier.
Yeah, they brought him in on a delayed blitz there, and he made Cox uncomfortable.
Yeah.
They're doing a good job of that. one thing this Alleghany defense so far is doing, and when we're used to seeing this, is the Huskies have not had a big play.
No.
We're used to getting a couple of big shots in there, and they're doing a really good job of keeping things in front of them.
3rd and 9 for the Huskies, or excuse me, 3rd and 11, and they dump it off to Peterson, and he runs to the sideline. He sticks up the sideline.
Nice job right there.
On the receiving end of that pass, picked up enough for a Husky first down.
Yep. Needed 11, probably got about 12. Just a nice job there. They cleared out the side, and he read his hot route, and good job by Peterson getting up the sidelines. And that is Matthew. So good job by Matthew there getting up and getting that first down. Big first down. The Huskies, nothing else. Needs to use some clock here. And
get out of here with a win.
Get out of here with a win.
And that was the one time that the guy didn't make the tackle on that.
He did
check
miss
down.
the tackle.
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
First down for Cox and the Huskies offense. He looks to throw once again. He's got pressure, dumps it
Screen.
off. Nice screen pass,
play,
well
good call.
blocked.
Screen pass.
Good call. Oh, he's still up.
Still up, man. There's a flag.
I don't know what's that. That's where they can't get hurt.
And we got and looks like number 44 is getting up.
Certainly enough.
Okay.
Certainly enough for a Husky.
See what the flag is.
Yeah, let's see what the flag is, because I don't know if it'd be a crackback block or maybe a face mask on the end there, the way he spun around. I don't know. It's going to be an interesting call here. It was a pickup of about, 14 yards there if it holds.
And see which way I think that's a crackback.
Yeah, that's that crackback block or whatever you cannot do anymore.
If you lead it with anything besides the hands.
Yeah, you got to have your hands out. Of course, where we're here seeing it, it's tough for us to see a lot of bodies over there. But anyway, that's a big penalty right there after a nice pickup.
And that's so hard because you've been downfield and you turn around and see the guy running. And
Yeah, it is. That's tough.
First and long now for the Huskies. Pressure once again for Cox. Good job stepping up, throwing across the middle, and
Cox's pass falls into
just throw it on the run back across his body. Couldn't get it to Ballard.
Second down and 12.
That don't like him throwing across the run, throwing back across your body, unless you are Mahomes.
Yeah, he can throw. He can throw any direction he wants.
Them make me nervous. And Mr. Cox, trust me, has got a strong arm. He's got a cannon. But shoot, that just makes me nervous.
2nd and 12 now for the Huskies. 3 receivers to this side. Cox takes a snap, gets it out quickly to Poe. He makes one guy miss, and he's going to get to the outside. He's got the first down and more. He's across the 40, 35, and he'll be taken out of the bounds at about the 34-yard line.
Number 11 makes the tackle.
Number 11 makes the tackle.
Well, that's sort of the first time tonight we've seen him post something quick where he can use his athleticism. And boy, what a great play! That was about a 50-yard pickup, or no?
Going in.
Went from the 30 to about the 33.
Yeah.
Yeah, he made that first guy miss, and he had a couple blockers down the field.
Couple blockers, and with his speed and just athletic ability, the good play right there to get Poe involved too.
4 wide receivers once again for the Huskies. Cox in the gun. Looks like they're going to bring pressure. Of course, they brought pressure all night. Cox gets the snap. Looks to throw.
We picked it up good that time. Good job. You got Poe.
And he rifles it complete to Witherspoon.
Number 19 on the
and he's out of bounds at about 10 yards.
Nice job. And there we go. Here I am telling him not to throw back across his body. That's pretty good. He wasn't as bad as last. That's a great throw by Dawson. Just that shows how strong that kid's arm is right there.
How patient he was. He was giving.
Good job getting away from the pressure. Great play by Dawson right there.
Yeah, he gave Witherspoon time to get open and
Good catch, boy, and Weatherspoon can run once he
49
catches
yard
it.
pass
He's a fast
reception.
individual.
49-yard pass reception.
I mean, that got the ball down to inside the 5 here, so the Huskies threatening to score again.
Cox in the gun, 1st and goal for the Huskies. Hand off up the middle to Matthew Peterson, and he is going to get in for a Husky touchdown.
Touchdown off that left side.
And you know, that's a great run by Peterson, but what I love is Dawson Cox was so happy for Peterson to get that touchdown. He was jumping up and down.
He was sort of, we watched the quarterback a few years ago when them holes would open up. Yeah, Dawson was doing the same thing there. Good job. They're good teammates, all of them. They get along. And great job right there. The sophomore scoring, I'm going to guess, his first varsity touchdown.
Absolutely.
There. So good job by Matthew Peterson.
Now, Timothy Peterson on for the PAT. Kick is up.
Number 44.
And it is good. And we'll take another look at that Matthew Peterson touchdown run on our Greens Excavating instant replay.
Huskies.
Okay, your Ashe County Ford Drive summary. Took the Huskies 8 plays. They went 70 yards. It ended in a 4-yard touchdown run by Matthew Peterson. The extra point kick by Timothy Peterson was good, so that brings your score with 9:18 left in the 4th quarter. Your Ashe County Huskies 21, Alleghany 0.
And the Huskies have kind of opened things up a little bit with 9:18 to go here in the 4th quarter with a 21-point lead. And
with the lack of a better way to say it, the deficiencies of the Alleghany offense or whatever, the great play by the Husky defense, don't take nothing away from them. That's going to be a pretty big mountain to climb with 9:18 left. So
yeah, they're just not built to throw the football and come back.
No.
9 minutes.
And one thing we haven't talked about, you know, they've only got,
seconds left to go in the
what, 16, 18 people on the roster? I mean,
That's about it.
Right.
About 16, and that's normal. I mean, you know, there's. And one thing we hadn't mentioned, this could be the last time that Ashe County plays the Huskies in a while with the conference. Or I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah,
that
conference
Alleghany
realignment.
plays Alleghany for a while with the conference realignment coming up.
and we
next year.
could see, you know, some non-conference just.
Well, I don't know if we can see Ashe play Alleghany in non-conference, and nothing. I know they would love to.
Kickoff by Peterson at the 20-yard line, and a good return up the middle by Riley Pruitt.
Guess who made the tackle? Guess who made the
Jag
tackle?
Bear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sure did. But we'll talk about that more in a little bit here on the conference change. I don't mean anything by this, but the way they do your playoffs now, it will hurt Ashe if they play a 1A school.
Yeah.
Now, it will help Alleghany if they play Ashe and they play us well, or if they beat us, it's really going to help them. But it don't give Ashe any, so I don't know how the schedule will go with the non-conference stuff, but it's going to be different.
Yeah, it will be. First down handoff is to number 31, Alex Woodle.
Good job there. Nice run, though. Should have had him in the backfield. Good job by to get him down. Of course, 55 Emery Brenniger's in there, and also it looked like one of the Mash brothers there. I believe that time it was Bear, or I'm sorry, Blevins.
You'd think after 3 years they'd get it straight.
They look just alike, though. We do write their numbers up here and try to keep them but good, and that's gracious. I mean, their mannerisms and everything.
If we could
They're
see,
the same
if we
size.
could see Bear's hair, we'd know it's him.
Yeah.
Hand off to Woodle once again for the Trojans, and he's going to pick up maybe 2 yards.
Marshall Ray around that right side.
3rd down and 6.
And
3rd down and 6.
believe it or not, number 32 made the tackle.
Ryan Blevins.
Ryan Blevins. With some help from his buddies.
Maybe we can talk to Gabe and get him to untuck his hair.
Yeah, that way we.
That way we just know.
But I mean, you would think if they wore the same number,
You wouldn't be able to.
nah, they're the same
If
size.
one was 32 and one was 33, we'd never keep it straight. Hand off to Woodle once again, and there is Gabe Bear making the tackle.
Once again, they might have picked up yards. It's going to be 4th down. I believe it's going to be a punting situation.
And you talked about it. If that defensive line does their job, and you can get Blevins and Bear running downhill,
yes, great job. I mean, they'll be hard to deal with. Heck, they've been hard to deal with since they're sophomores.
yeah. Fourth and long, and does look like they're going to punt.
Marshall Ray.
I was getting ready to say with the snaps and stuff, they might not. They might just go for it, but they have not had a good snap. There's a good snap on the punt.
And not a good punt. They just oh, wow, call.
That's number 8.
By Ballard.
I tell you, that was about a 15-yard punt. Ballard catches it out of the air, which as a coach is probably scaring you to death, but that ball might have rolled. I guess it's a good play because he saved some yardage right there, but you don't coach that. It's get away from that thing.
That's one of those, oh no, good job.
Yeah, it is. But with all that said, the Huskies got great field position.
Be 1st and 10 on the 48-yard line. Those linebackers for Alleghany are just running up.
Yeah, they're doing a lot of moving and shifting and
gets down on the screen to Peterson, and once again he breaks another tackle.
Yeah, pretty decent blocking out there by Weatherspoon, but Peterson he done a good job after contact getting some yards there. Good job.
And it looks like we have an injury on the field.
Yes, we do. Yeah, Adam and them's right on that, so hopefully it's not anything serious. I know I see the Ashe County trainer, Adam Elliott, jumped right on that pretty quick, so yeah, the kid's not. He don't look like he looks like he's in a whole lot of pain here.
So with this, we're going to take a break here on the SkyZone HD Game of the Week. Huskies lead 21-0. We'll be back after the break.
When it comes to insuring your home, business, automobiles, and property, you want an agency you can depend on. Miller Insurance has been serving this region for more than 60 years and are proud to now represent Everett Cash Mutual, which specializes in insuring farm property, equipment, livestock, and more. Before you renew your insurance policies, give us a call at 336-246-7151 or come see us in downtown West Jefferson. Miller Insurance is proud to be your hometown insurance agency that supports our hometown teams.
Ashe County Ford in downtown West Jefferson wants to be your first and only choice for all your automotive needs. They offer a lifetime warranty on most of the vehicles they sell. They offer the best prices on new Fords and pre-owned vehicles, service, parts, or body shop repairs. And locally owned and operated with the friendliest and best staff, they are your answer for anything automotive you need. The High Country's Ford dealer since 1919. Ashe County Ford. You make the drive, we'll make the deal.
Welcome back to the SkyZone HD Game of the Week, as we had an extended break here for an injury timeout. And, our thoughts and prayers go out with the injured Trojan player.
Yeah, that was not a good-looking situation, and we sure do hope and pray that young man will be all right.
So it's going to be 3rd and short here for the Huskies.
Couldn't really tell what happened on the play either.
Handoff, and Peterson gets the first down. He's got the sideline, and he's got a blocker ahead of him. He's still on his feet, up past the 20. And they're going to mark him out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Peterson's coming alive here in the second half.
I tell you, he's getting more and more comfortable. That's a nice, 20-yard pickup there at least, and getting more and more comfortable. Good job by the line there, blocking a little. And, come back out there and snap that first play. It's got to be tough on both teams after what just happened. Of course, we'll mention that both teams come together and prayed for that kid, so we do hope that he will be okay.
3 wide receivers to this side. Cox takes the snap, looks to throw on first down, throws it, and completed to Austin Poe. Good job, Poe, going down to make that catch.
Yeah, good job by
The number
Poe.
1, Austin Poe.
Looked like what, about a pickup of about
Doing a
70
long
yards
way,
right
picked
there.
up about 5 yards. Second down and 5.
Yeah, we're going to 5. Second and 5 now for the Huskies. 2 receivers each side. Matthew Peterson in the backfield once again for the Huskies. High snap, handoff to Peterson up the middle.
Peterson on the
Good hole.
inside.
Good hole and just a good, as you said earlier, just a good, hard, straight run by Peterson. Good job by Matthew there.
Tackle made in there by number 58.
Picked up the first down. So, yeah, we're first and goal on about the 8-yard line here. So the Huskies looking to tack another one on here in the fourth quarter.
First and goal for the Huskies. Cox in the gun. Hands off to Peterson once again. He spins in the hole. And he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, but he probably should be tackled once again in the backfield.
He sure should have. That's all on him just to get back to the line of scrimmage. And that time, that defensive front for Alleghany, they got a lot of penetration. But like you said, now great job by Peterson just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Got Poe in the slot again. Let's see if they look at the corner route over here. That's been very successful for them tonight.
Cox takes a snap, and he looks, and he's got him wide open.
Same play. They've scored on that play 3 times tonight. Good job by Cox and Poe.
Touchdown. Ashe County. 27-0. 4 minutes. 9 seconds.
And we'll see Peterson come on for the PAT. PAT is up and good, and we'll take another look at that. Dawson Cox to Austin Poe touchdown on our Greens Excavating instant replay.
Timothy Peterson's extra point added on, runs the score.
Okay, your Ashe County Ford Drive summary. It took the Huskies 6 plays. They went 52 yards. It ended in a 4-yard touchdown pass from Dawson Cox to Austin Poe. The extra point by Timothy Peterson was good. So with 4:09 left in the fourth quarter, that brings your score. Your Ashe County Huskies 28. Your Alleghany, or the Alleghany Trojans 0.
One can tell Poe
Because we'll have time to give it to the rest of them. And we'll mention Cox, the Mash brothers.
So as we got 4 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter, Mark, second half is all belong to the Huskies.
Yeah, it's basically this fourth quarter. Of course, Allegany's played a good football game.
They have.
Ashe has played a pretty good football game for early season football game. As we talked about in the pregame, your special teams where the coaches talking about the COVID and not getting to practice a whole lot. Them 2 bad snaps on the punts really helped the Huskies
They
get
did.
some offense, a little bit with short fields, and they've played a lot better, especially offensively here in the fourth quarter.
High kick taken by number 30, Riley Pruitt, and a good return. Allegany's had great kick returns tonight.
They have, and Pruitt's been on most of them, but Pruitt's had a well of a game running the ball and just played a well of a football game.
And the Campbell kid before he hurt his ankle.
Yeah, I hope he's okay. And then, of course, maybe we'll hear something about the other kid, but that was not a pretty situation. But like we say, hopefully there'll be a lot of prayers out there for him, and that kid will be fine. And we didn't get his number, so I hate we can't mention his name.
Looks like a change of quarterback for the Trojans. Number 2 is split out as receiver. Number 11, Nick Ray, has come on, and he hands off the ball.
Okay, it may be a situation here now, looking down here at the roster, Nick Ray's a sophomore, so maybe the coach here, going to get him some snaps and see what happens. But that time there, the Husky defense was up for the task and a 1-yard loss.
Well, the thing about it is this dope kid's just a sophomore as well.
Okay, so we may have a quarterback battle going on in Alleghany then. So. And I'm sure, I hadn't seen 11 out there much. A lot of times at school like that, you got to play your kids at different places. Like you said, they've moved 2 out here to wide receivers. So.
Handoff once again. Good hard run by.
Can't get him down. Got to tackle
Woodle.
low. Some missed tackles there. Of course, ended up Bear ended up bringing him to the ground, but we had some missed tackles right there.
And I can't remember the kid's name in Alleghany last year. He was a senior quarterback, and he'd been there forever.
I can't.
He was phenomenal.
Easter maybe? No, he was a whale of a good player. Riley.
Yeah. Foley.
Yeah.
That was his name.
Yeah, he was a whale of a good player. And, he got banged up in the Husky game last year.
Handoff once again to Woodle. And he's going to get probably run out of bounds.
Nice run by Woodle there, picking and choosing, and picked up about 8 yards. Good job by Woodle.
And Martinez coming up and making the tackle.
Brings up a 4th down. And about 3.
4th and 3 now for the Trojans, and looks like they're going to punt it away.
Marshall Ray back in punt formation.
You can't fault Allegany's effort here tonight.
No, sir.
They played hard.
Yes, they've played very hard. They always do. It's been
snap on the punt
another bad
killed
snap.
them.
It's been terrible.
And then a fumble, and the Huskies
It's not going to matter. The Huskies going to get the ball anyway,
Yeah.
but they just, goodness gracious.
Cesar
Definitely-
on the recovery.
They will definitely be working on long snaps this week.
Yeah, for sure.
Time runs to 2 minutes and 22 seconds in the contest.
'Cause,
First down.
That really got the Huskies started offensively, and it has hurt Alleghany.
Mm-hmm. Just over 2 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. I'm sure you'll see about 3 or 4 handoffs right here.
I would think so, but you do have Drew Piscopo over there. You just never know. But yeah.
And handoff to Pearson. Nice stutter step. And he's going to gain 2 yards. And Mark, while we got a couple minutes left, we'll go over our Dr. Pepper player of the game, and we're going to start with our Dr. Pepper player to watch, Dawson Cox. He threw 3 touchdowns tonight, managed the game well.
Managed the game well, had a lot of people in his face,
Yep.
done a good job. He
Done
done a
exactly
great job.
what a senior quarterback's supposed to do.
And he's got big expectations, and he should have. He's
Yep.
worked hard, but Dawson's done a great job. Of course, the Bash brothers, there's a number of people we could give this thing to. The Bash brothers has done a real good job, and Poe caught the 3 touchdown
Yeah.
passes, made some
And
big
had an
plays.
interception.
And had an interception. And I'm going to mention this. I started to argue with you a little bit,
Yeah.
but this is definitely a good choice. Andrew Peterson made 2 big plays right there before the half.
He did.
I mean, and the defense, it's been a good team win.
Yeah, it has been. And you had Matthew Peterson running the night, got his first
Yep.
touchdown.
And, I guess that may work out for him, too, if you can leave Peterson over there on Timothy on defense and stuff. So, more options you got, the better off
I
you
mean,
are.
it's a good thing to have when you can have a 1,000-yard rusher standing on the sideline.
Yes,
That's a
it
good
is.
problem to have.
And 2,000-yard
Oh, yeah, 2,000-yard rusher standing on the sideline. And
Peterson again.
Peterson again, he's so quick to the outside, and he's going to be down.
They're going to mark him
down.
out close. Wow, what a great run. Give the offensive line some credit, too. They collapsed that side over there, and he bounced it outside. Great run by Peterson.
Matthew Peterson.
And that's Matthew.
Around the left side of the Ashe County Husky line.
And now, I mean, they're 1 yard. Of course, we may see them take a knee here. I don't know. They're running the clock. Looks like.
Yep. You see Poe standing back there. They're going to get in the victory formation.
Yep.
So we'll talk about next week for a little bit, Mark.
Phew.
Next week we got a very talented
Contest.
Elkin football team
Ashe
coming in.
County.
And that look like that's going to be it. They're going to run the clock out, but a very talented Elkin football team coming to Ashe County.
Yeah, they're going to have their hands full. Of course,
Solid contest.
don't know. They were beating Star Mountain earlier, but yes, of course, both these teams that's who they're picking.
Yep.
Ashe and Elkin. So yes, we're going to have a huge conference matchup in the second game of the season next week at Ashe County High School. So we got some restrictions lifted, and maybe we'll have a good crowd there. But they're going to have their hands full. And if we want to go back, this is that little group in the 8th grade and all that, and they've always been there.
So we'll see you next week on the SkyZone HD Game of the Week.